Hi everyone, we are Group 6 and today we will find out what is the common challenges of BPO industry.
Good morning, everyone. I am Jelina Ipamulan, and for today, we are going to talk about some of the common threats and challenges present in a BPO industry. So, it is unavoidable that any business will experience threats and or challenges. It is being part na. And we are also know that BPO or business process outsourcing is widely known and it has also the fastest business sector worldwide. So since it is a business again, it is also experience those threats and challenges. For instance, dealing with highly demanding customers, tight budget, and then and crazy loads and schedules, and of course, customer satisfactions. And aside from those, there's still some of the common threats and challenges. For example, changing in political scenarios. So, political tensions between two or more countries that will sometimes result to wars will have the huge impact in the business industry, not just for BPO, but all of the business industry because some of those will suddenly shut down, of course. And then, so number two is exceeding customers' expectation. So giving and providing a complete satisfaction of the customers has been a very difficult task to any business and or to the BPO industry. Why? Because various social media channels and increasing competition in the market has resulted in increasing customers' expectation. For instance, there is an advertisement in the social media and the product doesn't satisfy the customer satisfaction and expectation. So that will result in negative impact to the business. So that's all for my part.
So the third one is shoestring budget. One of the major challenges faced by the BPO industry is the budget. Most of the times, outsourcing companies are expected to produce the best result with minimal cost. They are forced to get the maximum out from the limited number of resources. So a shoestring budget refers to one that is extremely constrained in terms of the sum of money to spend on a project. This budget can pertain to anything such as a cost for travel, an occasion, or even a way of life. So the best example for this type of budget is an occasion. So the fourth one is health concern. Most of the outsourcing companies are situated in regions which come under different time zones. Hence, the resources may be working at all times of the day. They can result in major health concerns among the employees and reduce their efficiency drastically. The stressful nature of the job puts BPO employees in various health risks. Graveyard shifts disrupt their work-life balance. Time difference affect their psychological well-being. It makes them adapt to unhealthy habits that can cause them serious health issues in the long run. This is one of the major call center industry challenges faced by many BPO employees today. It is common for all call center agents experience headaches, fatigue, eye strain, back pain, and voice problems. But what most agents fail to realize is that this can just be a symptoms of bigger health issues. So according to the Department of Health former Secretary Pauline Jean Roussel Obtal, BPO employees have a high tendency to counteract their job's health risks with unhealthy lifestyle and risky sexual behavior.
So the next challenges is the customer attrition. So at the some point of the project, the client may just terminate the deal and hand over the project to your competitor for different reasons. So the cost of such sudden deal termination can be huge and can affect most BPO companies to a large extent. So it's important to understand why customers live in the project in the first place. So it is important to understand why customers leave in the first place. So there are four reasons customers churn and how to prevent it. So the first is the bad customer service. So the key to achieving this early on is personalization. Tailored messaging and content gives the impression that your company is buying attention to what your customers wants as individual. So the second one is the not enough value. So value is another top reason for customers churn. However, it is important not to equate the value with price. In this case, value is a more encompassing term that describes the entire customer's experience. Then the third one is the poor quality communications. So to avoid this one, don't spam your customers, just as you need to determine what is valuable to each customers in your marketing approaches. Make sure each of your messages serve a specific purpose. And the last one is no brand loyalty. So to avoid this kind of churn is by building a brand loyal customer base. So brand loyal customers are loyal to your company based on their perception of your brand as opposed as opposed to just the draw of your prices or promotions. Challenges is the scarcity of talent. So one of the major challenges in BPO recruitment is to find the right talented workforce to work in the industry. According to a recent survey, it was noticed that only a fraction of graduates are actually suitable and ready to work in the BPO industry. So the hiring challenge is due in large part of the high demand for and low supply of skilled professionals needed in this tech-enabled knowledge intensive industries. The talent shortage challenges are even more exacerbated in countries with low levels of unemployment, given that employed workers are less motivated to retain, reskill, and move fields.
Good day everyone, this is Laura Sipakoba and today I will talk about the 7 and 8 common challenges of BPO industry. So we have the employee attrition. It is the gradual reduction in employee numbers. The employee attrition happens when the size of the workplace diminishes over time. This means that employees are leaving faster than they are hired. So it is quite notable that the employee attrition rate in BPO industry is quite high. The companies are not able to convincingly retain their employees for long, thereby suffer huge losses every time they have to train new employees. And the cost of hiring a new employees and training that person for the job is time consuming and expensive. So the next common challenges of BPO industry is the communication channel. The number of communication channels has increased drastically over the past decade. People have moved on to the social media channels to send messages apart from the usual calls and mails. This proved to be quite challenging for the BPO companies to decide which channel to concentrate on when interacting with their clients.
Now let's proceed to the frequent disruptions. So when we say frequent disruptions, it is a call traffic management for internet connections, unclear phone lines, and also a power shutdowns and etc. This may result in disrupting the various processes. So the BPO company usually work in 24/7 schedule and are expected to be available at all times. But such disruptions can cost the companies a lot and can very challenging to the industry. Therefore, the frequent disruptions are included in the various challenges that face in the BPO industry. So now let's proceed to brand equity. Brand building is an important task performed by the professional. This is one of the common challenges for the HR managers. So they are expected to provide adequate training and a good working environment. So when they are leave the company, they are the brand ambassador of the company. But if the employees are unhappy, it can easily lead to negative word of mouth, thereby leading to diminish the brand equity. So it is more important that you need to make your employees good and more comfortable when they are dealing in a organizations. So you need to make sure they are okay, they are all good, so you're not going to lead or diminish the brand equity.